This is Kylo Ren Dark Warrior. This is my 8th official Star Wars print that I've done with Acme Archives. Came out in 2015, just prior to the Force Awakens movie that came out in December of that year. It's an acrylic painting. I used Holbein acrylic paint, and I actually did it as a demo for Holbein Paints. Well, very little was known about the Kylo Ren character at the time. You gotta think about July of 2015, so there had only been a couple pictures of Kylo Ren. It was very secretive, nobody knew anything about him, but we all knew he was the bad guy, and we had seen that lightsaber with the cross guard on it. Like, what's that? Remember all the controversy over that? Now everybody loves it. Everybody's forgot about that. But I wanted to make sure I got the lightsaber in there, but I also wanted to capture some of the mystery that was involved with the character that we all saw. I just kind of took the little bits of information that I had, and I tried to interpret that through the paint strokes. Back to July 2015, it's San Diego Comic-Con, and every year I do a painting demo at the Holbein booth. And so I decided this year I'd do the Kylo Ren piece. Again, nobody had really seen too much of the character. There had only been a few photos, so I was gonna go ahead and do that. So I started painting it. I was doing the demo live at Comic-Con, and suddenly I felt these two presents behind me. And my girlfriend Denise was there at the time, and she was like, "Look behind you." And so I looked behind me, and there's two guys standing there watching me paint. One had an Ant-Man mask on and regular clothes, which is kind of weird. And the other guy had a V for Vendetta mask on and regular clothes. Denise is a little bit more hip on these things, so she realized that must be somebody famous under there. So she kind of gave me a nod, pay a little attention to them, and they both said, "Wow, that's really great." And the guy with the Ant-Man mask leaned in and he said, "Don't freak out. This is J.J. Abrams." It's like, "This is an incredible painting of Kylo Ren. I really love what you've done with this. You captured him perfectly." And I was like, "Come on, J.J. Abrams isn't gonna." And so, but I thought about it, and if you guys remember, the Ant-Man mask has these huge lenses on it. They're red. But if you look closely, you can actually see inside the mask, and I looked inside of it, and it was J.J. Abrams. He had his glasses on and everything. It was him. Trust me, it was him. And so, and the voice matched as well, of course. So I said thanks, and I was very flattered. He's basically the guy who created Kylo Ren, and he really made a point to tell me that he really loved that I captured his essence, which, as I told you, the concept, that's what the concept was all about, the little bits that I knew. And without seeing the movie and not being able to meet Kylo Ren on the screen for another 5 months, it was really cool. And Denise took a picture of JJ and Joss. We stood there. Of course, they kept their masks on. They didn't want to cause a big crowd or any attention to themselves. Took the picture, thanked them, and they moved on. And right after that, there's a very large individual, very big man that followed them. And he went to Denise and I, and he's like, "You guys are really cool. They really do love the piece." He's like, "But please don't post that until after Comic-Con, because this is their disguise while they're walking around so they can be with the crowds." We're like, "Not a problem. We're from Hollywood. We understand. It's cool." So after that happened, after I was done with the demo, same day, Acme Archives always has a booth at Comic-Con. So I took the painting, walked it across Comic-Con to Acme Archives. I told them the exact same story that I told you guys, but I was even more excited because it just happened. And they loved it, and they loved the painting. And then they said, "Well, if JJ loves it, we're gonna make a print out of it." And it became one of their top selling prints during the whole release of The Force Awakens. Very hard to find these days. They had them at the Disney stores, they had them at the Acme store online. I had some on sale. Yes, this is the actual painting that I had at Comic-Con that I was working on, that JJ came and looked at and loved. This is the actual thing. The following year, in 2016, I did what was called Rey, Reluctant Warrior. I wanted to do a counterpoint to this Kylo Ren piece. Now, you can see it's very red, it's very angry and very aggressive, so I wanted to do the opposite of that, which was Rey with her blue lightsaber, but I put her on the Starkiller base, of course in the snow with a blue background, and you can put her on either side if you have both of them. And then later I did a Darth Vader piece, very similar, just as like a backstory to these two, but really the Rey and the Kylo Ren piece go together very well. You can find me at randymartinez.art. That is my official website. Definitely go there, check out what I got doing there. Also, across all social media, I'm Randy Martinez 40. That's 40. That was my basketball number in high school, and some things just don't ever die. So Randy Martinez 40, remember it.